All right, man. Look, you. I'm driving, man. So put on some music, bro. We got the homie with us tonight, man. I'm in the mood for something a little bit on that LS side. You know what I'm talking about.
All right.
I'm in
You
my
know what?
feelings a little bit.
I think I might have just the thing.
Our next guest is in the midst of...
Okay. Feels real light.
Don't it though?
Really light.
I like it.
Cap, stop trying to sing in the song, bro.
Are you ready?
Been ready since '83.
What is this?
Just the thing.
Promised land, soil as soft as mama's hands, running water, standing still.
Light
Bro, them
tonight.
L's up, y'all.
It's very
Bro,
light.
them
Price
L's
of
up.
the black beans. Walked in the apple with cracked screens and told prophetic stories of freedom. Found warmth in a
They turn
black
the lights
queen
on
for
this
when I
one.
get cold like Nat King.
It's so light, I'm gonna have to make Perp drink light.
I'm saying, like, I'm down with it, but I'm just like, normally we getting crunk. It's all relaxed. I'm feeling all at peace.
This that I'll be sure type of joint right here, you know?
He ain't signed me, but he proud of me. I got some
Cause we
ideas
coming
that you
back.
gotta see.
It's
Make me deal with
2022.
shorty
It's
and they
been too
shit
long,
like the
man.
Odyssey. They never
I
seen
don't
a
know.
rapper practice modesty. I never practice, I only perform. I don't even
Hey, why don't you let me get the wheel real quick, you know? It's a light skinned night.
It's a rental, man. What is you talking about? We can't be doing that. You see, I'm
It's gonna
just,
get a little
you
bit.
see, I just slowed down last week. Lavis was driving like a bat out of hell. I'm trying to cruise because I ain't trying to get no dings
You
on this.
know Bruce Wayne ain't looking for this no time soon.
First of
He
all,
don't need it.
Bruce Wayne shouldn't want this, but
You don't.
that's,
You don't. After he hit his head on that bridge, he came to realization that this car was not it.
I mean, I like the car, but he got about 15 more.
Right.
Rich.
I mean, this car wasn't it for him. It's just right for us. We know how to drive it.
Oh, it's right for us.
Yeah, we get it started moving the first time.
gotcha.
Even though y'all won't let me get behind the wheel, but you know.
Now I'm starting to see why you picked this, Lavis.
Yeah. There you go.
Are they ready?
I don't know.
Are they ready though?
It may not be.
Plug it in. Plug it in. It's
The
time.
main game. See, look, I'm feeling it now.
There you go.
You like State Night too?
Who's ready? Hey, yeah. The main gang is coming.
With a little bit of Captain Pennsylvania.
One time for your mind.
That polo.
Yeah.
I like to get some of that sauce too, y'all.
I feel like doing a roll call. We got Polyhedral Paradise in here. Hey. And Dark Chaos too. Nerd Executive, I see you bobbing your head. One more time for your mind. Quinn Lee, pass it to me, brother. Old dirty squirt ass.
I was waiting for that one.
We on the way. We may not come when you want us, but we're right on time anyway. 2nd Street.
Are you ready for your blessing? Are you ready for your miracle? Are you ready?
I just want to know one thing, Lavis. Where you find this bootleg version of the song, man? It sounds like we're listening to this on an old MP3.
It was on the floorboard like the last one last week.
Hey, well, hell, it's still jamming.
It just be there.
Yes, all the feels in here. I don't know if they're ready. Main game, tell them get ready. Get ready. Seal, say let the church say amen in this house of mine.
Amen.
Let's start the show.
The Force will be with you, always.
Hey man, y'all sure y'all don't want to like burn one first, man?
Why did you say that name? You hear about the chicken?
What is thy bidding, my master?
Ask God.
Forever, forever, ever. Forever, forever, ever.
Yo, what it do, Maynes? We have arrived.
So let's hit him with the sauce.
Cause if you ain't got the sauce, then that's your loss.
Son,
You know what it is. It's your boy Freddie Roy. I'm here with the homie Lavish B. +1. And we are the main authority, your one-stop shop for whatever in the hell we feel like. I am all in my feelings tonight. I'm feeling a little extra light. The show gonna be out of sight. So let's get to it. All right. What it do, man?
what it is,
What
homie?
it look like, man? I mean, yeah. What was the week like for you, man? How did it go?
Pretty smooth, like tonight. Just like tonight.
Yeah, that's what's up. I ain't mad, man. I'm
Shouldn't
ready
be.
though, man. I'm ready. I'm gonna go on and make sure that we got everything right. We good over here? Wallace? Wallace, is we good, man? Because without any further ado, I say we get this show rocking. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, man. Let's do it.
Let's
Get 'em in.
definitely do it. Bring it on up, Wallace. Bring it on up. Bring it on up. See, look, Wallace
bring
always.
you on out.
Wallace,
Always.
what you doing, man?
At least it was you this
Wallace,
time.
put it on the right channel, bruh. The right channel, Wallace. Damn. Look, I know it's hard for us to get this feed into the mansion and all of that, man. But look, make it work. Yeah, okay, there we go. There it is.
Yeah,
Ladies
all right.
and gentlemen,
we got him in.
we got him, but we don't have me.
No,
Why
we
does
don't.
this always happen? Like one of us always.
Because this is a light night.
Yes.
No.
It's extra light.
Bring me
know?
back in here. Yes, there we
Hey.
go. There it is. There
There
it
we
is.
go.
We in here. Yes.
Damn it.
What's up,
You
Cap?
back in the game?
What up, Cap, man?
Fellas. It's good to be back.
Yes.
Great to be back, man.
It's
been
a
way
minute, man.
too long, bruh.
Yes.
Way too long.
Way too
Facts.
long, man. Oh my God. It's so many emotions right now, man. You know, last time we fooled with you, well, we ain't gonna talk about it. Oh, I tell you what we will talk about real quick before we get into the topics this week. Hey, chat. Y'all ain't
Yeah.
You forget, I got
They
the
know.
button, so I ain't gotta worry about saying
Hey, they
Hey.
know. They know.
damn it.
Yeah,
I ain't
the
gotta
only
worry
one
about
with button.
I got the button. We hit
Y'all
the dump
got
button
buttons.
as soon as I say. How about that? Now I done got them all out. Now I ain't gotta worry about it, right? Now I ain't gotta worry about it.
Right. Now, see,
Right.
now you gonna make the
Right.
votes on
Y'all
me
went
go
wrong.
up.
See, this is why I don't drink purple drink. This is why I don't sip purple drink for the show, because I get too live. I get live at 5.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
telling
Maybe
on
Cap will
myself, but
say it.
Live time.
Right. Facts, Cap. Maybe Cap will say
Yeah,
it.
man.
Yeah, maybe I think it
I'm
might
not-
be Cap.
It won't be me. I've held out for almost 3 years now. You know?
Oh, is that
So
right?
maybe
Oh, you reformed now. Oh, you don't eat pork.
He's abstaining.
He's
Little
abstaining.
something.
Oh,
know?
okay.
I like to keep mine to personal conversations or throw it in Adam's chat.
Whatever.
Ah.
Yeah, y'all might have forgot about that one. Y'all might have forgot about that one. Right
Oh
in the chat.
man, look, I'm just pumped, man. I'm hyped this week, not only because we got the homie back. It's been way too long. But we are what? A week away, man.
Ooh,
Yes.
We are 1 week away.
Ooh, less than a week.
Less than one week.
Less than a week.
By the time we do this show next week, we will have already seen Doctor Strange 2 and the multiverse of madness, man. It's going, man, I cannot wait, bro. I can't wait.
I know you all excited.
I'm so excited. I'm sweating. And no, it's not the purple drink. It's just hot.
We're gonna switch spots soon, but yes, Doctor Strange, man, I'm ready to see all 256 of them cameos show up.
Oh man, it's gonna be nuts.
Is my dad coming?
You talked to him last, is he?
I don't know.
He's coming, y'all. Scotty Summers alert, y'all.
He's on the way.
He's coming.
They're gonna kill them all.
Oh man,
it's gonna be great.
I'm with you, Chaos. He says it's gonna be insane, man. I think it's gonna be insane, man. Let's get into it, man. Let's do it right now. And we'll start with Cap, with the hospitality, hospitality. Cap, what are you looking forward to most from Doctor Strange 2, man? I gotta know.
Ooh, the most. That's a good question. Probably, it's got to be the cameos.
Okay.
Saying that, I'm not looking forward the most to seeing the Foxmen, but me personally, I'm looking forward to seeing the Foxmen die. Maybe, possibly. Come on, Wanda. Do you? And we get a new X-Men. A new Scotty Summers. That's what I'm looking forward to. This is it, bro. It's my time. This is where I thrive. Also, we might get an old Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, see, Marvel don't want him telling on them secrets.
He don't look. That's what happened.
As soon as he start telling the Marvel secrets,
why he should come and cut it off, man. He not playing them games.
Yeah, man. He don't want to hear none of that.
He ain't playing them games, man. Well, I will tell you. Let me do this. Let me kick it to you. What are you expecting or hoping? What are your expectations? What do you want to see most?
What I want to see most is something that probably nobody expects to happen. And I want to see a little bit of Kang show up in the Multiverse of Madness. I want to see a Kang cameo that kind of explains where we're going to be going for Quantum Mania.
Okay.
Throw that in there. I want to know about that. And that's it. That's all I really want. I want something that's probably not going to happen. But I'm not unrealistic, at least.
I feel that.
What about you, man? What are you looking for?
Well, Cap kind of stole some of my thunder, man, because I'm right there with him. I'm ready to see some Fox Marvel characters die. Like, I'm ready to see it. Like, bring them in, give me a cameo, but have them taken out the board early, particularly Professor X. I know we heard rumors about it already, but my thing is, I want to see them kind of acknowledge those, but then kind of wipe the slate clean so we can see what this MCU iteration of what we got is coming on. I don't want them to say, well, we'll do it better than Fox did. No, man, Fox didn't already killed it. They did what they did. We saw New Mutants.
We did.
I had to bring it up. Man. I'm sorry. I had to say it. We saw New Mutants. We know what it is, man. No, I want to see what they do with a blank slate, but still acknowledging that universe. Now, if you want to nitpick certain characters and have them come over on a permanent basis, I'm with that. Because everybody knows I'm team Hugh Jackman all day. I want Hugh Jackman Wolverine. I don't want no recast. You bring Hugh Jackman. He can still play that role, man. Let him come in and do that. Even if you don't want to, man, just pay him enough. All you got to do is put enough zeros behind that check, Mr. Mouse. But that's what I want to see, man. I want to see how they incorporate these cameos. And particularly, I want to see some heads get to rolling. That's what I'm really interested in. And then kind of as a carryover from last week, bro. And we're going to speak on it because we got the homie here.
Yeah.
I want to see if they did any touch-ups to my man's dreads. Does Muerto still have that Tyler Perry hairline, man? And y'all know who I'm talking about, man. That Shamar Moore, Tyler Perry braid wig that they got Muerto in. I want to see if that's what they working with, or did they at least touch it up a little bit better, man? Did they touch it up?
I don't know. I think WYSIWYG, man, what you see is what you get.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that the rest of the budget went into the movie and not his hair.
Man, but that shouldn't cost you a lot.
There were a lot of reshoots down here in the Atlanta area, and I did not see Muerto's hairline anywhere.
Well, damn. A man can hope, though, man. A man can hope. But seriously, though, it's interesting, though, that you talked about seeing Kang, because, again, this goes back to the whole debate about whether or not the MCU shows will tie into the movies or vice versa. Do you have to watch the shows to understand what's going on in the movies? Do you think that they would introduce Kang in the movie knowing he hasn't been established cinematically yet? We've gotten him in Loki, but if you aren't watching the Disney Plus shows, if Kang pop up, you're gonna be like, well, who the hell is that? So do you think you think that they would, do you think it would confuse the audience to have Kang show up? Or do you think there's a way they can explain it in the movie that wouldn't take away from the movie and wouldn't undercut what we got from Loki so far?
I think a little bit of who the hell is that is fine.
Got you.
To be completely honest, if you haven't seen the Disney shows, then I think, yes, you definitely need to squeeze him in there and make him at least seem a little more important, because even if he is known from the Disney Plus shows, I feel like because it's on a Disney Plus show, a lot of people are going to downplay the importance of that character and maybe expect to see him more on a lesser platform. So the fact that you put him in something cinematic, already it bolsters him a little bit more and makes people, who is that? What are we going to see with that? Yada, yada, yada. So I think that's a good deal. I think that works. What do you think, Cap?
Well, I'm going to ride with you there because, first off, I'd like to say, if you call yourself an MCU fan, why ain't you watching Disney Plus? That just makes no sense. I need more on top of more. But the thing is, and if you think about it, if you're going to wait till Ant-Man to introduce this character, now you really got to talk about him for an hour or two, maybe. How long do you have to kind of introduce what he can do, who he is? I feel like you have to bring him in, maybe earlier than that actual movie. Maybe he's in a couple movies, maybe he's in those. This would be a good chance to bring him in. It's the multiverse. Kang has to pop out in this multiverse. Makes sense.
It does.
Yeah, I think
it makes perfect sense.
I think from our standpoint it does, but I go back to the whole idea of not wanting to confuse normies, and I agree with you. A little bit of who the hell is that is not a bad thing at all. Like, you can make that work. But my thing is, I just think of it from the standpoint of Kang being if Kang really is as significant as we know him to be, would you introduce him? Do you make time? Because what's the runtime on this movie? About 2.5 hours?
Yeah, somewhere in there.
About around 2.5 hours. So I guess
somewhere in there.
If you got 2.5 hours, that's enough time for you to put in some exposition on who Kang is, in terms of, you don't have to go back and explain the Loki show, but to explain just who Kang is, or maybe we get a Kang variant. That might even be the case.
Yeah.
If you get because if that happens, that makes total sense, because then you could have that character go on or handle that however you want to, and He Who Remains doesn't even have to be a topic of discussion until you get around to bringing him into whatever movie you bring him into. So from that standpoint, I think it would work. But if we're saying that He Who Remains is gonna pop up, to me, I'm like, yeah, it could work. But then if so, then that means that they doubling back on the whole you don't have to watch the shows to be up on the movies thing, which I'm cool with, by the way. I don't have a problem with that. I'm like my homeboy Cap. If you supposed to be an MCU fan, why wouldn't you be watching? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Why would you not be watching the shows on Disney Plus, especially if you already subscribe to Disney Plus? That just don't make sense. I wouldn't. That does not compute to me. So no, I think from that respect, it wouldn't be. I don't think it would be a bad thing to have him show up. I just wonder kind of what the strategy and the thought process is behind that.
Right. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, most likely it probably won't happen. There's a lot going on in this movie as is, depending on how many cameos that actually are in there. You got America Chavez, which is a brand new character that
Word.
they would already have to have compete if they did add Kang. Then they got the Monica Rambeau confirmation, so we're gonna have to see where that comes in. You got Cap Britain in there, good old Peggy showing up. There's a lot going on in this movie that it makes it kind of believable that Kang would show up. But like you said, amidst all the cameos, Patrick Stewart, possibly Hugh Jackman, who knows? Like, would that actually overshadow it enough for people to want to look for that in the future over whatever's going on in this movie? So I don't know, man. I think it's possible. I'm gonna hold out hope for something I don't think is gonna happen, but I think the movie's gonna be great, whether it does or doesn't. I mean, like I said, there's a lot of shit going on. Yeah,
I was on to something though.
What's that?
Because he just said it doesn't necessarily have to be He Who Remains. And what you were just saying, I don't think this movie is going to rely too cameo heavy. Like they're going to show the cameos. The cameos are for a little nostalgic feeling, kill these characters off, kill multiverses off. But it still has to be that plot, that storyline. And we don't have a clue what that is. I didn't even think about that.
Right.
Yeah, no doubt. And that's the thing, man. It's like what has me so geeked about this is like we've been talking about all the hype for this movie has been around the idea of the multiverse and the whole thing of who's gonna show up. They're talking Illuminati and everything else. But the one thing that I feel like everybody's forgetting is that this is a Doctor Strange sequel. So, there's going to be there's elements from Doctor Strange 1 that are definitely going to carry over. And we're like his relationship with Christine and all of that stuff and how that plays out. Do we get to see the Muerto that we saw in the post-credit scene from Doctor Strange 1 and him going around taking out other sorcerers and stuff like that? Does that play a role in it? I want to see that stuff because, like I said, the original Doc Strange movie is in my top 5 non-Avengers MCU movies, period. That's one of probably even top 3, to be honest. And so I love Doctor Strange. I was just watching it again today, matter of fact. But it's I want to see if they're taking if they're going to allow or continue to focus on the singular story of Stephen Strange, or if they're about to use his movie kind of a la Civil War, where it's a Captain America movie in title, but really this is a story about the Avengers, Cap, and Iron Man specifically. And that, they used it to kind of push that narrative forward. Vito, I see you, Mayne, with the $5 said, he said, you think we'll see Deadpool? I low-key think we'll see him cameo somewhere. I don't know if we'll see him in this movie unless it's a post-credit. I could definitely see a post-credit situation happening, but I don't necessarily see him being in the movie because I feel like that's a character, you drop him, it's almost like putting Luke, when we talked about Luke in Mandalorian or something like that. It's you almost run the risk of taking over the show if you drop him too early, because then everybody's going to flock to Deadpool. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What you think, though, Cap?
Look, I was thinking, I wanted to disagree with you so bad, but you just made a hell of a point. Deadpool comes in, takes over the entire movie. The entire movie is about Deadpool. We don't even know who Doctor Strange is anymore. And so if he shows up in the movie, maybe a scene, maybe 2 scenes, maybe says something quirky, rolls out, or a post-credit scene.
Word. And
then he stays in the MCU after maybe his universe, after the Fox universe is destroyed. That's the way I'm hoping it happens.
Yeah, I'm with that. How about you, homie? What you thinking?
I'm thinking there's no reason to try to combat any of what y'all saying right now. I mean, a Deadpool post-credit scene is about the only place I feel it should live. Just about.
That's what's up.
And I don't know, maybe he'll have him break through the fourth wall talking about how he's going to be on Hulu or something like that.
Yeah.
Moving forward after the merger or whatever the case. But I think what it sounds like is the fanboy dreaming is that Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness kind of ties up some things in the first and ushers in a lot more of the MCU in general. We start to get a grasp on what we're doing when it comes to multiverse and the implications that they're trying to say that it has on the MCU moving forward. So I think I think all the cameos. I think we need all the cameos. I think a lot of the part when we see him standing at that door, going through the different dimensions and different multiverses and stuff, needs to, even if it's 10 seconds, it needs to have all the cameos. We need to see Tobey Maguire again. We need to see Andrew Garfield again. We need to see everybody, man. We need to see people from we need to see Wesley Snipes. All of that. I don't care. Part. I don't care how you do it. I'm saying it's possible, man. Green screen him in and make it possible, and then swirl around and then give us a good story there. But I don't know. I think I'm more curious on how that Illuminati scene is going to go.
Yeah,
I want to know what the
Are you surprised that they went and they leaned on into that with the marketing? I am slightly. Like, I'm slightly surprised that they would just like name drop like that in the trailer. Like, I get it. Like, we all know, like, it's like once you see the chairs and the whole joint, like, if you know anything about Marvel Comics, you already know where that was going and the hype was there already. But it just still surprises me that tells me, man, that we might not have any idea what to expect in this movie. Because if you think about it, all of the stuff that we've been speculating about has already, like, Shub McGorath has already been put out there. They've already talked about America Chavez. They've already talked about the Illuminati. They name dropped it. I saw in one of the newer trailers, Captain Britain showed up. So it's like they're dropping, like, so that makes you wonder, like, what do we not know yet?
What do we not know?
This movie might either it's going to shock the hell out of a lot of people, including me, in terms of the content, or we're going to come out of this going, man, we've been knowing about all this for like 6-7 months.
I know. And see, I think lightweight, that's probably why I'm not so excited about it, because there's been so much news and so much stuff that's actually proven, at least as far as the trailers go, that I'm just ready to go watch the movie, have an experience, and like I said, look for all those types of things that I'm looking for. But like I said, opposed to Thor Love and Thunder, we ain't really got much, barely even got a teaser trailer, and even some of the stuff in the teaser trailer we've already kind of known about, but they're saving the meat and potatoes. So but you know, we're right around the corner from getting served this whole meal, so there's no reason why they wouldn't give us the whole end game. But I don't know, I think usually when you watch a trailer, and this might be just me, but usually when you watch a trailer, you can kind of understand what the premise and plot of the story is from it. And I don't know, I'm still a little in the gray area on what the end game outcome is. You know, like in the Batman, you knew the end game was he was going to try to become this figure. We didn't know how he would get there, but we knew he would. Okay. So it's like, what is the future for Doctor Strange here? Like, what he did broke up the multiverse, and now he's got to go through and fix it. But where does that leave him? You know what I'm saying? Where is he going to be toward the end of this is kind of what I'm curious about, because I don't get that from the trailer.
Yeah, that's the thing too. Is where is Doctor Strange going to be by the time we get to the end of this movie? And that's a great question, because I'm right there with you. Like, I have no idea. But one of the things that I keep thinking about with this movie is again going back to the first movie and kind of some of the stuff that was set up in that first movie, and the idea of how much more of that are we gonna, or how much are they going to like stretch out or flesh out some of those concepts? You know what I mean? Like, will we see anybody else coming to or looking to be healed like the same way Strange was? Do we hear anything or any mention of that? You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, and do you like, again, the Muerto follow-up, like, where does that go? Do we find out, you know, that those two somewhere in the movie have to like deal with each other or something to that effect? Is Muerto even involved at all? You know what I'm saying?
Is he
brought that up?
Is he a bad guy?
I forgot all about all that in the first movie. Right. And so you got to think, like, if they're giving all this stuff in the trailer, Marvel's good at this. They're giving you all this stuff in the trailer. It's like, hey, you know this. We're going to give this to you. So what type of secrets do they have in the actual movie? I do believe in the first Doctor Strange, all this stuff we forgot about, I believe they'll wrap a lot of that up, because obviously we're going to see different Muertos. Maybe Muerto's trying to stop another Muerto because he's a wizard, you know? I don't know. But I think opposite. They've shown us nothing. The Illuminati's probably a bigger surprise than we think. Doctor Strange probably wraps up everything in his first movie that had questions at the end. But we're going to go into like a land that literally that we have no clue what we're stepping into. I'm so excited about this. I think it's going to be way better than Thor.
Oh yeah, I think this is going to smash Thor. Like Thor is going to be a good movie. Thor is going to be a great movie. But
it's going to be great.
This is going to be.
I don't think it's going to smash it.
Man, look, let me tell you something. The reason I say that is because this is going to be on. This is going to be like almost No Way Home level. And the reason, and the reason I say that is because think about, we knew the cameos from No Way Home. Like we knew pretty much that Toby and Andrew were going to be in that movie. Like they tried to hide it from us. They tried to downplay it. They edited trailers, but we knew what was up. And look at how we acted, bro. Look how we acted when my man Andrew showed up on the screen, bro.
Scream like little girl.
Think of the cameos we don't know yet. Like all of the possible cameos you're gonna get in this movie, and how it's going to be kind of like it's gonna have fan service for fans that have been rocking with Marvel since like the 2000s.
Facts.
Like think about that. Like Professor X goes back to the 2000s. Patrick Stewart goes back to the 2000s. Hey, I thought it was a trap. Again. Says plot twist. They showing extra footage to hype it up more and get more money opening weekend because it's already been banned in some countries. You think? I mean, I don't anything you can do to get more hype. I'm sure they'll do. But I think what it is, I think more than anything else, I think this is a typical case of everything that they've shown us is the tip of the iceberg. Like what we've gotten so far is not even close to where it is, and that's why I say it's going to be bigger than Thor. Now, in terms of a better movie than Thor, that's debatable because I think Thor, from a actual movie critique standpoint, will probably be more of a satisfying movie for somebody who's going to see a good movie. Not to say that Doctor Strange won't be a good movie, but this is going to be a spectacle more than anything else.
I agree with that.
This is going to be one of those movies where it's going to be a bunch of them oh shit moments. Like you're going to be like, what? I can't believe that happened. Or I can't believe they showed up. Whereas Thor is going to be one of those movies that kind of sticks around for a minute, where it's like there's scenes and there's things that happen in Thor that kind of connect you, because that's what Taika does in his movies. Like that's exactly what he did with Ragnarok. Right. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to be the same thing, you know, especially with the Guardians being involved in this one. Like you already saw part of that in the trailer, like that whole scene with Star-Lord talking to like his team or whatever, and then Thor kind of leaning in with the comic relief. But they already trying to hit you with the feels, man. So that movie will be, I think, a better movie, but this is gonna be bigger, man. Like Strange is gonna be crazy.
I could agree with that 100%.
We shall see. And it seems like Cap totally agrees, as he should.
I got one more question for you on Doc Strange before we move it around. I'm gonna start with Cap. How much of a tie-in to the Marvel animated stuff do you think we'll get? Specifically speaking, do we get to see Miles Morales in this movie? Or any part of his universe?
When you first said animated, first thing I thought was X-Men 92.
Hey, that too though, because that too. Like, do you think we'll see now? And I mean, like, not tie-ins, like, oh, that's a nod to like the 92 X-Men chair. No. Right. Do you actually see any Marvel animated characters in this movie outside of anybody we've seen from What If?
I'll say yes, but as in Miles Morales goes, if Sony is smart, no. What? Sony needs to be focusing on Miles Morales and not let. Well, I mean, if it's show real quick, that'd be cool for Sony. But if I'm Sony, I don't allow Disney to do that. But I do believe we'll see some animated characters. Spider-Man 92. I think in
the total opposite direction, because the way I think about it, like Sony would be smart as hell to let them drop Miles Morales in this movie, especially when you have Into the Spider-Verse 2 coming out. Like you already, if you want to have, because the whole thing that if you notice with the live action Spider-Man movies and the so-called connected universe with Morbius and Venom and all of that, the one thing that Sony keeps trying to do is give everybody the impression that all of these movies fit in with the MCU.
Right.
And here you are,
You're
you got a movie that's like tailor made to be a part of the multiverse, like or a subsection of the Spider-Verse could be an extension of the multiverse. So
And they do have that Madam Web thing coming.
that's what I'm
soon,
saying.
too.
So it's like
You sold me.
you don't have
sold
to
me.
have. I'm not saying you have Miles pop up and Doctor Strange be like, "Who the hell are you, kid?" or nothing like that. But like, imagine like that whole scene where he's falling through universes, and he falls through, and we see something like that. He lands in the scene from Spider-Verse. Hey, Best Scar Boner says with the $10. I appreciate you, man. I need the Maynes opinion on The Offer. It's a new series on Paramount about the making of The Godfather. So good.
Oh,
I saw a trailer for that just this week and didn't realize what that was about. But now that you're telling me it's about the making of The Godfather, I had to go peep that. I'm gonna have to go peep that.
yeah.
What
I
about
thought
you, man?
that.
You seen it?
I seen a little trailer thing. Yeah,
Okay.
and I thought about that too. I was like, it looked pretty damn interesting. And it's like, real life story. Was that interesting? Was that based on? Yeah, sure. I'll go check it out.
Man.
I'll go check it out.
Yes.
What do you think, Cap?
Yeah, Cap, what you
Look.
talking about? You down?
If you like any one of the Godfathers, and hopefully you like at least two, it's a must. I haven't seen it in a while, but it made me was like, man, I need to rewatch The Godfather after I watch this. So I'm checking it out. I'm excited about it. And I don't get excited about shows that really ain't comic-y like that, unless it's hot.
Quick side note. 5 seconds. I'm gonna start with Lavis. Godfather 1 to 10. First one.
Oh, first one. About 8. Give it 8.
Cap.
Ooh, I want to give it a 10, but it wasn't perfect. So I'm gonna give it a 9.
9.5.
I touched my heart. That
I
movie.
knew,
9.5.
I knew he was gonna say 9.5.
9.5. That's as close to the perfect mafia movie I like that you can get. Like that to me is like the cinematic equivalent of Tombstone. Like Tombstone for me was like the epitome of a Western. And The Godfather was like the epitome of a mafia movie. Like
Yes.
that's classic. Like I said, it could have been better, but 9.5, man. See, Star Wars
I would say
MCU
Godfather
OG,
2 is
Godfather 2 is
people are
nice, but it's just the jumping back and forth for me, man. Like that's the thing that got me. I loved Michael in Italy though. That was my favorite. Showing him in Italy was like I loved that stuff, and like them showing young Vito in Italy, like loved it. But it was just like the jumping back and forth. I was like, I don't know. But both, I will say this though, leaps and bounds. Like Godfather 3 is the one I try to forget. I try to forget about 3.
In my mind, it don't even exist.
I got a hot one for you.
Uh-oh.
Have you ever played the Godfather video game?
Ooh, no. Wait, no. Yes, I did. That was with was this dude named Tommy No, that's Mafia. But yes, I know what you're talking about. Because you're like you're up and coming.
Get to make your own.
Yes,
Get to make your own character.
I do,
Yes. That game was
nice.
lit.
Yeah.
Yes.
I forgot about God. Hey, look, you just gave me something to go look up, man. What was that,
I'm about to say I'm
PS2?
gonna have to go find it.
Was that PS2?
Yes, definitely had to be about PS2.
I'm gonna have to
because I
go
think I was
find
back
that,
home
man.
when I played it. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go.
I was thinking like I might have played, but I played Scarface.
See, that's the one I was thinking about.
It was kind of like Scarface.
Yeah, but well, see, to me, and we all over the place, but hot take is Scarface to me on PSP was better than the Scarface PlayStation version because it was a completely different game. It was a strategy game where it was like a turn-based strategy game where you had to build your drug and crime empire, and so you had to like go take over other territories and whatnot. And you had to raise up a certain amount of money before you could go raid another hood. Like I used to play that game non-stop. I would play that today.
And both of those games were better than the movie.
Yes. Whoa, wait a minute. Better than Scarface?
Yeah. I think that's the most overrated movie all time.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. See, I thought.
Oh no.
Yeah, I misheard him.
Carlito's
Carlito's way over Scarface, bro.
What?
I could have like if you just no. See, look,
he's starting to break up.
This is when he started
getting
Cap. Now the real Cap is back. Now I was waiting for this. He always Look, now you done got me all the way close to that meter right there. Like I was almost about to be like,
That's all I'm saying. I was late on, catching the movie Scarface. So
oh man.
I was told basically by the world that this was the greatest, not only Al Pacino movie, but kind of crime mobster movie all time. And I've already seen Carlito's Way at this point. I watched Scarface and I was just waiting for that. Like, hey, when am I going to get impacted by this movie? Maybe when it first came out, I can understand. But I was like,
So we'll tie it together. I will meet you halfway, and I will say Scarface is the better spectacle. There are scenes and moments in Scarface that you'll never forget. Carlito's Way is the better movie. Like it's the better quality movie, but Scarface is the more memorable movie because donation. It's Scarface. Michael with the $5 said, I heard Doctor Strange is in Multiverse of Madness.
Are you sure?
You don't be spreading them alternative facts over here on the main authority. If you don't have a source, sir,
right, then
I'm not listening to your malarkey.
It's like that meme. Source, my mom said it.
Mm-hmm.
That's like
somebody told me on the street.
I don't know how true any of that is. Doctor Strange is in there. That's the most outlandish cameo I've heard mentioned all night.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. That I ain't falling for that, man. You may as well tell me that the bat culling gonna be in the movie.
Right. I know how they gonna try to take that from Ezra Miller like that. His own movie.
Man, look. As far as I'm concerned, Ezra Miller, they can replace him in 100% of his own movie. I wouldn't be mad if they delayed it another 18 months to reshoot the whole damn thing at this point. Can we just be done? Can we just be done with Ezra Miller?
Ooh.
I think we should be. I think we totally should
be.
And
look, if you've been following us for any amount of time, one thing you should know about me is I am anti-cancel culture. I don't believe in that shit. I think that shit for the birds, and people who jump on that bus need to be hit by a Mack truck. Metaphorically speaking. That being said, cancel Ezra Miller. Like, just extra Ezra need to go. I'm done.
Agreed.
DC's on the verge of doing something we never thought they would be able to do, which is turn it around and get it right.
Right.
And Ezra Miller, like, hold my drink.
Yeah. Pretty much.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, why, man? Why? What's up with your boy? What's up with Ezra, man?
I was talking to Felicity in the chat one night, and she said, don't hit her with a chair. And I thought she was saying that, maybe we would have a moment, but it was just Ezra hitting people with chairs in Hawaii. And like, didn't he just get arrested like a week before that? I guess what is he trying to do?
Look,
right, 6 days before. What is going down?
The only 3 times I've ever heard of a chair being involved is, like you said, A, in a moment, B, in wrestling, and C, T.I. at the Waffle House. It's the only time.
Right.
And if T.I. wasn't nowhere around Ezra, and this wasn't a WWE or TNA, if they still even around, or AEW promotion or something like that, then what are you doing with chairs, Ezra? Chairs?
Donation. I thought it was a trap.
Hey, Quentin Lee with the 5-piece. Appreciate it. Said, I heard Mr. Clean is in Multiverse of Madness.
Now that's actually confirmed.
Cleaning up out there.
Hey, I heard there's a post-credit scene with Mr. Clean, Uncle Ben, Miss Butterworth, and are you ready for this one? The band Aunt Jemima makes a return.
Oh, I thought that was the villain. I thought that was the villain because they chose the lady from the old Pine Sol commercial over her.
Well, they took her name and turned it into the Pearl Milling Company. So, like,
I'm trying to tell
I'd be mad too. All these years I done put in.
Years.
All these bottles y'all done had me on for decades, and then all of a sudden, a couple of people with some Black Lives Matter shirts showed up and decided, We can't have Aunt Jemima syrup no more. Now it's Pearl. You know what? I'm gonna tell you how anti I am, and my wife can attest to this. I kept our Aunt Jemima bottle, and I just buy Pearl Miller.
Too?
I just buy Pearl Miller syrup and pour it in the bottle, bro. Like I refuse.
Feels right.
I refuse,
right.
bro. I'm like, no, I cannot, and I will not. It don't feel right, bro. It don't feel the same.
I got a whole box of unopened Aunt Jemima because I know
I'm telling
probably
you,
about 25 years from now, I could probably get at least
I put
half a meal off that.
I put that
Get some
Pearl
money
Miller
off that.
on my pancakes. They tasted like they came from like the whitest IHOP I've ever seen. I was like, no,
It
no.
ain't it.
I need Aunt
It ain't
Jemima
it.
with the scarf.
I need her back.
Ooh.
I'm
I
telling
miss
you.
her. Love her.
I'm like, I need that. I need that 2 times. Like I'm not putting
y'all are hurting me.
I ain't putting no Pearl Miller syrup on my spam.
Nope, we're gonna put extra Miller on it.
No, Pearl Miller or extra Miller. I tell you what, Pearl need to come get extra and let
Don't he? Don't
put
they?
him on a bottle somewhere. Like we can't,
Yep.
man.
I
Look,
said all y'all about extra Miller. I was just getting used to it.
no, there is no
Why?
getting used to extra Miller.
At
No.
all.
First things first was I couldn't get used to that run. Then I heard an interview of him talking about, it's some type of Buddhist movement flow.
Yeah.
I just wasn't feeling him the first time I saw him. I was like, okay, maybe I wanted to see a different Barry Allen. But I watched him a couple of times. I was like, yeah, not bad. And then I get used to this guy. I'm like, all right, he's going to be a decent Flash, if not a great Flash. Then he's got these 2 arrests happening. But then I got to think of it like this. Maybe the guy's got something going on, maybe he's hurting inside. Maybe there's a mental health issue. Somebody needs to sit this man down and talk to him. But hey, you're losing everything, bro. Like, come on, man. I mean, then if he's like, hey, I don't care, and he throws more chairs, I can't help him out after that.
Look.
But I want to see him come back. I do.
Look.
I really do.
I'm gonna say this, okay? And y'all say I'm wild. You say we wilding tonight. Well, I'm about to turn it to 10.
Wow. Get in there. Get in with
I'm gonna just say this. Look, I am totally sympathetic and respectful of whatever extra Miller might be going through. But I'm gonna say the same thing I said about Ben Simmons. I give 0 about your outside problems when you are affecting my entertainment. Deal with that on your own time, work your out, and either show up or get gone. It's that simple. Makes no sense Kevin Durant sitting at home because this light-skinned mother decided he ain't want to play.
Ooh.
Yeah, I said it. All right, I got it off my chest. But I feel the same way I feel the same way about Extra Miller, man. If we got to worry about you even being available to shoot the movie because any given time you might lose it, then let's just move on, man. Like right now, you focus on you. Maybe you need to just take a step back, go get some help, and just come back when you're ready, man. Like Robert Downey style. Do something, man.
Yep,
Like
that's exactly what I was thinking.
I'll give you that.
I'm just saying,
But
man.
if they were to replace him or he sit down, this would be the perfect time to do it. The Flashpoint movie, I guess, where they're going also a multiverse. This is the perfect time to slide into it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, they need to. We heard a leak already that if he didn't get his act right, that they was gonna probably push the film, refilm the ending, and have a new Flash come in and save the day, and then boom, that's gonna be the new hotness, the new verse. And I think that's just the way that they need to go. Period.
Do you think
go
that
ahead
would
and push
ruin
this
the
movie
movie?
back. I think if anything, at this point, it'll probably save it because even for me, he's never been a Barry Allen. Like, if anybody needs to come in and change, if there's not I forget the name of the actor they want to replace him with.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody needs to take his spot, they need to give it to Grant Gustin because I think he's more than ready to go and hit the Flash on an actual cinematic screen and just end that show. Like, get him off of the TV show. Yes.
I feel that.
I don't know if he's a good enough movie actor.
What's the difference?
There's a huge difference.
I mean,
there's a huge difference between being on TV and
there
being
is,
on the movie.
There is a difference. Excuse me. Well, what I'm saying is, like, he's been doing the Flash for long enough that I don't feel like there's a huge gap between him moving that onto a cinematic platform.
That's fair. That's
with
fair.
money. If he had the money, I think I would be diehard Grant Gustin Flash to the end of the days, because like he's totally the Flash. It's just them suits never really fit my man. Right. It's the budget. So you give my man a little bit of money, I'm sure he could turn up on the acting too. Like, come on.
Them Party City suits that they had my homie in. Like,
$9.99.
You know, if you don't get in there by a certain time, they ain't got your size, so they had to make do with what was available.
Hem it up with the legs.
Exactly,
You
bro.
make it work.
But yeah, man, like that's look, bottom line. And here's the thing. I said this earlier. DC is like on the cusp. Like I feel like DC had hit rock bottom and was on the upswing. And with this Discovery stuff, some of the announcements that are coming out, people are legitimately hyped to see what DC has coming. And can you imagine if they just stand pat, what like the publicity run for the Flash movie will be if Ezra Miller is still around promoting this movie? Like, can you imagine like the volatility of that situation?
There's no way.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, you just
there
gotta
will be people at home throwing chairs at their TVs if they see my man's on any of that.
I'm saying,
not without a bereavement. There's got to be some kind of a period in which we know he's at least seeking help, because obviously
that part,
all of these outbursts that's happening is a cry for help. I don't care who you are, what age you are, doing things like this is indicative of, hey, look at me, because there is something wrong, and I've just not learned how to express myself.
Donation. It's a donation. I thought it was a track.
Oh, we got hijacked for a minute.
Me too.
So it's like, what is that? Michael with the $5 said, Al gets an extra tip because a stand-up comedian is not as funny as Al. The syrup and extra rant is cracking me up. Man, I'm not no comedian. I'm just telling the truth, man.
Right.
I don't with Pearl Miller syrup. I just cannot. I can't do it. I get offended every time I walk. That woman went through hell for years. And then finally got some acceptance, bro. When we finally able to step out and be us, they're like, oh, we can't do that. But you know what, though? Miss Butterworth's still on the shelf.
Butterworth's still out there.
And that ain't no good syrup, bro. Like, but why Miss Butterworth? And I ain't seen them give her no reform or anything like that. I'm just saying, man, like, let it be what it is. Who's making these decisions anyway? Because it ain't us.
I guess Butter's worth more than Aunt Jemima.
Yeah, I guess, man. I'm just like, just because you feeling guilty about some jokes you made back in the day, I'm like, we're over it now.
I don't know. See, I think the difference is because the Miss Buttersworth bottle, you can get every ounce of syrup out, and it's nice and clear. But you can't do that with the Aunt Jemima bottle. As much as you try.
No, it's still got
syrup. Got some syrup left in it.
Yeah, you always gonna have a quid.
That's a problem.
Facts.
I'm just saying.
You can sit the bottle upside down, bro.
It don't matter.
There's some crevices. Nah,
right. I never thought about it, but it's all facts.
See, if it's Buttersworth, you can train, but when it comes to Aunt Jemima, you can take Aunt Jemima out the hood. You can't take the hood out of Aunt Jemima.
Bro, that's why I kept my bottle, bro. I was like, no, it will forever be Aunt Jemima syrup to me. That's it.
You know, being Agent Smith,
like,
trying to infect the Pearl Miller, all that Aunt Jemima goodness, because you can't get all that syrup out, so you I'm just hoping. Every week every time I switch it up, I'm like, man, it's less and less of this Aunt Jemima left, but it's gonna be here in spirit. Oh my God, they're gonna make a Horizon Forbidden Syrup game. Just watch. Watch.
Boys, apocalyptic syrup.
Yep.
Oh man, somebody say, Rad said y'all should make purple syrup. Man,
hey,
that might be write that down in the idea book. Wallace, make record of that.
Right. Yeah.
Oh man, but look, I don't know how we got from Ezra Miller to Aunt Jemima, but like,
because keep saying Miller.
Yeah, you're right.
Quit saying it.
That Miller.
Yeah, I quit saying it. For we have a whole stream about Green calling Reggie. We're gonna say Reggie Miller, then we're gonna start talking about basketball.
Oh man, look.
Just.
You know what though? That's funny because Reggie Miller Pearl Miller, and Ezra Miller all belong in the same category.
Oh,
I hear a conspiracy coming on.
Sit y'all asses down somewhere. That's exactly where they belong. I'm tired of seeing Reggie Miller in them Wendy's commercials, bruh. I'm like, look. I can't do it with Reggie, man. I can't do it with Reggie. Me and Reggie, I say
Reggie out there holding it down for light skins.
Look, you know what? And light skins, that's why light skins mess with Reggie. Right there. Right there, Cap. That's the difference. That Reggie.
That Reggie. Yes, sir.
No 2K rant, man. No 2K rant.
Right.
Look,
I would say
it might be a playoff rant, but we not ranting on 2K, man. I'm not. I have made peace with 2K. Me and 2K know what it is, man.
Right. And as far as when did Aunt Jemima's syrup become liquid crack, on the same time as Reagan. Same time as Reagan came out with it. Just letting you know.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
I had to say that in my Kavai voice.
From a
same time as
back in the 80s. Way back when.
Hey, that's my boy though. Shout out to Kavai.
Yes.
I don't know why he ain't here right now. He probably be dying.
You know exactly why he ain't here right now.
Where we at? We at 56 minutes exactly. We'll tell him come
back to 56
minutes. So you can hear my Kavai impression.
Oh my God. They gonna be dying on the replay tonight, bro. They were like, what was they on? But
it was on that crack from Reagan.
That crack from Reagan. And you know what they done? All they done is wrapped it in a bottle and called it Pearl Miller.
Right.
And we tripping, pouring it in our Aunt Jemima bottles like it's making it any different. Sheeple. I don't care. I'm still not using it because it's the only syrup that I like. I've been fooling with Aunt Jemima syrup since I was an infant.
Yeah.
I cannot change now.
Vito had to bring it up, so we gotta pivot for just a moment. I know some of us here use it, and I already know the first person that's gonna chime in and say something about it. But how do y'all feel about Elon Musk purchasing Twitter?
Now, do you want me to get our channel canceled, or you want me to give you a boilerplate answer?
I say you already know the answer to that one.
No, man. Look, it could be a good thing. It could. The question, as always, that we must ask in these situations is, what is the benefit? And once you learn and once you understand the benefit, then you can understand why the changes that will be made are made. Because there is always an end game, as Thanos showed us not too long ago. But I mean, Elon, man, shout out to Elon, man. If he's out here for the people, I'm with that. I'm interested to see what it is. It's probably not gonna make me use Twitter any more than I already do, which is very rarely. That's why I'm sure that Nerd Executive saw me reply to one of his tweets and then probably replied back, and I never said nothing to him because I don't be checking Twitter like that, bro. You got me for 5-10 minutes max. After that, I done forgot all about it. Yeah. But yeah, man, it's interesting. I thought it was a crazy thing that like just it randomly came across my news feed, and I was like, oh, okay, I see you, Elon. But like, maybe there's gonna be more implication to this that I don't know about because I don't really follow it like that. But Cap, what you think about it, man?
You know, at first I thought rich people buying things, nothing new. But you said something, and this was my second thought. He was like, maybe he is for the people. But I drive around the city of Atlanta every day, and I see so many homeless people. And this man just spent, 48 billion on Twitter? He could single-handedly build facilities to take in these homeless. He can feed people. He can house people. You're buying Twitter? He's the guy that's always saying, hey, I'll do this. If you have a plan, I'll do this. I ain't seen him do nothing yet. So I'm had to say he's not for the people. And I don't know this man. I don't get political and all that, but I see it every day. I see all these people on the streets every day.
I'm gonna get your thoughts here in just a second, Lavis, but I gotta hit my man Cap with something real quick because I used to have that same mentality, man. And there's nothing wrong with it, by the way, because I do think that as citizens, as people who are at any level of success, we have an obligation to kind of reach down and help the people that, are less fortunate. Like we always got to strive to try to help each other because if we're not helping each other, then who's gonna do it? You know what I'm saying? Some people
Right.
are not in a position to help themselves. Absolute. But let me just give you an analogy, bro. How much money you think you'd have spent on like that Cyclops swag and memorabilia?
Why you gotta do that, man?
Because I'm just saying, I'm like, you know how many homeless people you could have gave a sandwich to with that money, man? I'm just saying that's the same thing, man. It's like I'm not gonna get mad. I'm not gonna come at that man for decide to spend his 40-something billion dollars on Twitter.
In
But
saying this though, I do show up at the kitchens. I am
That's
doing
what's up.
I'm doing work out there.
and maybe he's donating some money somewhere else. But I'm
Right.
I'm not
You're
mad.
absolutely right. I
I'm
do
not
not know
saying
that.
that we shouldn't, but I think because the reason I'm doing this is because this is Elon Musk and not a black professional athlete. Because whenever I hear people make that argument about black professional athletes and how much more they could do, I immediately come to their defense and be like, how are you gonna count what's in that man's pockets and tell him how to spend the money he earned? Like I can't do that. But by the same
Very
token,
true.
if Elon Musk want to spend $40 billion, then I can't come at him and be like, bro, you could have helped the whole city. I can't do that because
That's
I
his
gotta
money.
call it what it is on both sides, man. And
Because I'm gonna spend Scotty Summers paraphernalia with my money.
I'm trying to tell you, bro, like, look, I done bought many a pair of J's that could have probably helped put some food in somebody else's stomach.
Yeah.
But like at the same time, man, don't tell me what to do with mine when I worked for it. I help out. I do what I do. I make sure that I don't just, count my blessings and then hoard them. You know what I'm saying? But we all give back in our own ways, man. But and maybe in Elon's mind, this is his way of giving back. Maybe he thinks that he can make, enough change within Twitter to kind of reshape some of the social dynamic that we see and kind of at least have some sort of an impact on some of the negativity that we see. Hey, and if that's the case, man, more power to him. I ain't mad.
But even if you don't think this is impact, look, you totally changed my mind on this. That's his money. He do him. Hey, Elon, I know you watching this. My bad, brother. My bad. You do you.
Yeah, that's another thing too, man. Like Elon is like secretly paying for this ship. So like,
Well,
I do need
no more now. Is it?
yeah, like,
funny though,
Wallace, delete that footage.
Right.
Delete that footage.
Now I'm gonna have to have him cut out the intro and that part.
Yeah, pretty much, because we showed it in that. You know what? I'm not gonna say that out loud.
Yes.
Then they're gonna come get us.
Let's cut this whole segment. Let's cut this whole segment.
I told y'all I was gonna be acting a fool tonight.
Hey, he gonna slip and not press that button.
Not happening, bro. Not happening.
he said his hand is already there.
It's
already there.
Bring it back memories.
I don't care if he buys Twitter. I heard he's also gonna try to buy Coke and put the cocaine back in. So
He did.
you got my vote. Now
Let's make it happen.
Hey, bro.
Should have said that in my Kavai voice.
Oh man, hold on.
You got my vote right there.
Oh no, I cannot co-sign that. I cannot co-sign that. I am not out here trying to sell 2 PlayStations for a 20 ounce.
And I heard he's gonna put Mercury back in top hats too. So everybody be careful because we all are mad here.
Oh man.
Yes, we are.
Just don't start putting the pink slime back in the meat because I heard El Muerto is making a comeback, and the last time I saw that dude, he was selling bad tacos by or is that a different? Or we talking about a movie? I know
God!
You said we was talking about it, but that's the only one I know of, bro. So you got to put me up on game, man.
I know the homie Cap did more research than I wanted to because the only question that I honestly have when it comes to this is, who asked for this? Why? Why does Sony think we need an El Muerte movie and nobody knows nor cares who he is? What person where was like, would be a great movie? Morbius did such an awesome job. You know what movie we need next? El Muerte.
You know what?
And we're not even going to have him go up against Spider-Man either.
I think you giving me I think we all giving each other kind of vibes because now I'm feeling like Cap again, man, because now just when you said that, it made me kind of realize what's going on. I know now why this came out of nowhere. And it's a legit answer. Moon Knight. Because you got your obscure character that nobody really knew anything about with your Egyptian ties, so you got your ethnic, diversity in there. And Sony being Sony was like, how can we do that? Quick, somebody find us an ethnic character. We've got it. El Muerte. We can make it work.
I can't even say that in a straight face. And who do they cast? They cast a Puerto Rican rapper named Bad Bunny.
See,
I didn't know who he was.
Now that's the insult to me.
Right.
Because unless Bad Bunny is gonna come and make a fool out of me by like acting his ass off in this movie.
He ain't.
Right. That's what I've seen him in commercials. And if that's like that ain't gonna make it. That was your idea. Then that to me comes off as low-key disrespectful. Like I need to know that. And then wait a minute. Time out. You know what? I'm not even gonna go there. All I'm gonna say is I got questions. I got a lot of questions about this El Muerte.
You got questions. Bruh, I read Spider-Man. They say we're coming out with El Muerte. When Lava says I did the research, because I literally had to say, who? I had to go Google who that was. I've never read this dude. I've read hundreds upon hundreds of Spider-Man comics throughout my life. I've never seen this dude in a comic. They was like, yeah, he showed up like 1 or 2 comics. I'm like, wait, what? Sony, I'm trying to root for you. Stop. Why are you, then Bad Bunny? Come on, don't, Sony. I want to root for you. Now he's like, you know what? I see you want to root for me. I'm just going to backhand you.
Look, all I'm saying is El Muerte better be tight. Because if he come out and it's a flop,
that'd be the best movie ever.
It better be, because if that flop, that is one group you don't want to piss off. I will tell you from experience.
Man.
You don't want to get. You think it's bad. You think it's bad when you think it's bad when Black Twitter go ham. Don't let Brown Twitter get mad. Brown Twitter will make sure Sony will end up trying to sell Spider-Man back to Marvel, messing with Brown. They're like, nah, you can have this. We don't want none of. We didn't know. We don't.
They in deep waters right now. Real deep waters.
I'm just trying to tell you, I don't understand what is going on with everyone else except for Marvel. At least Marvel seems like they have a plan. And it's making all of these other production companies look very foolish when it comes to at least this space of movies. And it's to the point where not even regular movies are getting noticed anymore. So it's really bad when you're wanting to stick your nose in superhero-esque movies and your normal movies can't even be on par with something that can't even get nominated for a Grammy. What are you doing, Sony? This was not the way.
Well,
at all.
That's but here's so the thing with that though, it's like it's hard because I'm gonna come to Sony's defense a little bit. And I'm gonna come to DC's defense just a little bit. The problem is that Marvel has set the bar, but that bar is not high enough for like Hollywood award standards right now. Apparently, like we'll give you like best soundtrack, or we'll give you best, whatever, some behind the scenes or some technical award, but we're not gonna give you best actor. We're not giving you best picture. We're not doing that. Apparently, you know what I'm saying? So. It's hard because the first level you got to get to is the Marvel level. You got to be able to at least like leapfrog, and to that point, I think that's why DC did a movie like Matt Reeves' The Batman, because you got to think that DC and Marvel are trying to breach that wall, right? They're trying to push through and get their films considered alongside these,
right, these
films that are getting consideration for these awards. And so, Marvel's going about it the way of saying, well, we're not going to. Hey, Daniel Fisher said, I know I complain a lot when there's Lantern Corps, damn it, but I am appreciative of the nerdy goodness next week from Moon Knight finale, Doctor Strange 2, and Stranger Things. Take my money. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
Facts.
All facts. It's gonna be
I
a
don't
great
know where
week,
Green
man.
Lantern is, man. I can't tell you. We don't know.
But
They
I
ain't
mean,
mentioned it.
Cap, am I wrong in saying that like Sony and DC have a little bit more leeway than Marvel does when it comes to like movie quality? Like,
Yeah.
they've got to
Right.
have a little bit more.
Right.
Now, Sony a little bit less than DC because Sony has the opportunity to be aight because they like cousins.
Right.
They like cousins, but Sony trying to be that cousin that want to be extra. Sony is the
Always
cousin
coming
that
over stealing something.
no, Sony the cousin coming in there like, we got this Pearl Miller syrup. Everybody
You
else
can't
at the
be
party
that
like, bruh, why? You ain't got to, you did, why? That's Sony. But
Sony
like,
had a great opportunity right here.
they did. And hey, maybe
Great character.
El Muerte will be the character for them. Maybe that will be it.
Maybe.
It might pop, man. It might pop. We might be all sitting here one week like, damn. El Muerte was she.
And you're right.
Lavis, I don't think you agree.
We shouldn't have to wonder. We shouldn't even have to wonder though. Like Sony's got these great characters in the Spider-Man universe. Of all the characters, I want to know who sat in that room and said, who should we make?
Oh,
You know
that's
who's
an
cool?
easy. That is an
El
easy
Muerte.
answer though, Cap. The same person who thought it was cool to just drop what's his name in the post credits, Michael Keaton in the post credit scene and say, forget the logic of the multiverse. We just gonna make him show up. Nobody will care. Nobody, ain't nobody gonna give a damn.
I'm all for it.
That's the
I was all
same
for it.
person. That
Same
dude.
person.
That dude walked out of there, puffed his chest out after he wrote that post credit scene, and was like, you know what? I'm gonna go pitch a movie to Sony next. Let's do an El Muerte movie.
They ate it up. I'm the
Yeah,
guy.
buddy.
I-
Well, look, just like I ate up, you know, and I'm not even gonna tell that joke. I'm not even gonna tell that joke. Lavis already know where I was going, but I'm just gonna say they may be a little upset if that's what they put in all their chips in that basket. It might not work out. I just don't know. I don't have a lot of faith.
Maybe the logic is, okay, we did Morbius, and a moderate amount of people know about Morbius. You know, if you're an old school Spider-Man animated series fan, you know about Morbius. You read comics, you know about Morbius. And that movie practically bombed so bad that they have people out there photoshopping Rotten Tomatoes and the Billboard charts to say it's made trillions of dollars and it has the highest of ratings. So obviously, what we need to do is get a character that absolutely nobody knows about, so they can do the same thing. So they can say it made trillions of dollars and is the best thing that Rotten Tomatoes and audiences have seen worldwide. And at least we're getting noticed on that front, because I don't know what else Sony is doing other than maybe selling PlayStations and certain video games and maybe a stereo or two. Other than that,
They still
I'm worried about the
stereos
future of
like
their
that,
movies.
though? Is Sony really still like that? with
My
the
point.
stereos?
Are they selling anything that good anymore?
Other than PlayStations.
That's it.
Other than PlayStations. That's
I
my
mean,
point.
PlayStation is it.
I really
is
believe
it.
I believe Sony were messed up in this whole so-called universe. Everybody knows, let's not even talk Sony. Superheroes. Spider-Man is one of the most popular characters of all time, right?
This is
So you
true.
got this IP. They said we are going to drop Venom, which I still think Venom is average. But we're going to drop Venom, Morbius. I think they got Craven coming. So they want to drop all these villain movies. And I think that's amazing. We get to see a different perspective. But they don't put any Spider-Mans in any of these movies. Like, this is your opportunity, Sony. I don't care. Make
Hell,
Chris
what you
Evans.
talking
I
about,
don't know
man?
who that man is. Make him Spider-Man.
You say they don't put
Put
Spider-Man. They
Spider-Man
don't
in
put any
you.
Spider-Man. They don't put any effort into these damn movies. Let alone a Spider-Man. Like Venom 2, trash. Morbius, trash. Let me put on my Negro Damas hat. El Muerte, trash. It's not gonna be, like they
Trying to tell you.
don't.
Probably gonna be trash too.
It's gonna be trash, man, because Sony does not get it. The problem is not that Sony can't make great movies. The problem is Sony doesn't get it. Sony's making movies and going, oh, what's popping in the streets right now? Let's do, oh, everybody wants to see this, then we just gonna give them this. We're not gonna think about how we're gonna deliver it. We just gonna make it happen. This was the problem they had with the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man series and with the Andrew Garfield Spider. Both they wanted the Sinister Six so bad. It was like they did not want to wait. They just wanted to rush it. And then it ended up being trash. And you couldn't even do it in either movie because it made no sense to do it. So what had to happen? Marvel had to come along and give you the closest thing that we've gotten to a Sinister Six movie. And now Sony's gonna turn around and go and pull an old Spider-Man animated series move and go, well, we don't have the Sinister Six. We'll give you the Insidious Six. It'll be El Muerte. It'll be El Muerte. Morbius. I'm telling you, man, like it's gonna be, it's not gonna be it. It's not gonna be it. And it's Sony's fault, man.
I don't want him in that film. That's my Batman.
I don't have an opinion anymore. I just don't. It's just that bad. It's just I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say.
Can you say, man?
What I can say is, and I'm gonna rip this off like a band-aid and keep this moving.
Do it.
Is I didn't see Moon Knight, which I could go ahead and freely talk about it because I'm still gonna watch it. But for what I'm seeing and heard, I heard Moon Knight it wasn't all pew pew and guns, but at least the fact that they went back and explored what was going down with him and his psyche and multiple personalities was pretty dope. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say this about Moon Knight real quick because I gotta say this. I gotta get serious for a minute. Fanjecture, nerd executive. Maybe I was wrong about me not liking character development in my comic book entertainment. Just maybe. Or maybe Moon Knight is just that damn dope because I love this last episode of Moon Knight. And it had nothing to do with, I didn't care about any other action. The way that they explained and brought everything full circle between those two, I always do this when we get on the show, between Mark and Steve, like
Steven.
The way they did that with Mark and Steven and bringing that full circle, and then kind of how they reconcile that at the end, by the end of the episode, like that to me is not only like dope writing, but talking about giving awards for like comic book genre stuff and the acting. Somebody put some respect on Oscar Isaac's name, bro. I keep saying it, but like, if you watch the way that this dude is portraying both of these characters in a way that makes it seem like it's two different actors playing two completely different roles that just happen to look the same, it's throw, man. Amazing. Like, it's so good. And I don't know if it's just that like this is the first time that I've like really absorbed the content on this level. But the character development is like got me. It's had me since the first episode, and watching just how this is unfolding, it's just crazy to me, man. It's so good, and it's I was watching a video on YouTube. Somebody was breaking this down, and they made a comparison. I ain't gonna shout them out because we ain't that big yet, and so I don't give free views. But it's Inception like. If you think about like the movie Inception and how after you saw that movie, you had so many questions, and people had like their own theory about whether or not he was dreaming the whole time. And like by the end of the movie, do they give you the clue that he was all like? That's how I feel with this show, like straight up, because it's like even though we kind of know where this is gonna end up, I'm still kind of stuck in terms of what are they gonna give us in this finale to either wrap this show up, and are they gonna wrap it up? Because I know they said it's a limited series and all of that, but if the people demand a season 2. Which I think the people are going to demand a season 2. I think they might be inclined to run this one back. More so than any other. And I'm going to say this like this. With the exception of Loki, because I'm going to actually, I don't know if I said this, but I think the homie Lavis was like, had this spot on from jump. that they always had a season 2 Loki in mind. So aside from Loki, I think this is the show. If you're gonna do a sequel to any or a follow-up series or season to any of the shows we've gotten so far, with the exception of Loki, this one is the one to do it. This one is the one because I think it has more legs. I think that just the fact that we haven't even gotten that third persona yet, and we're all the way at the end of the series, the season now. Like, there's so much in this show, man. I mean, Cap, how you feeling about it, man? Tell me, please.
It's crazy. Because I've been waiting for this one a while. I wasn't sure how they were going to give this to us. And episode 1 was so good. But the first thing I noticed, we barely got any Moon Knight. We barely got Moon Knight and Cosmo. It came to the point, this series was so well written and Oscar Isaac's acting was so incredible. Moon Knight didn't even have to show up. He could have stayed on the sidelines the entire time. That's how much I'm digging this series. And as you saying, we need a season 2 is happening. I need to see more. I'm hoping they don't wrap it up. I want them to tease more questions because this is just amazing. I've never seen anybody, well, other than your guy Professor X in Split, just change a character like in the middle of one character and just go from another character right there. I was like, look, he was already one of my top actors. This put him in like my top 5. This established Oscar Isaac.
And I'm gonna tell you, like with stuff like this, I always have this tendency to like go back to my frame of reference. Like when I'm comparing and saying, okay, well, how dope is this? I'm like, okay, well, what do I have to compare it to? And in my mind, for whatever reason, every time I see Oscar Isaac on screen as Mark and Steven, I think about that damn Jean-Claude Van Damme movie, Double Impact. And how horrible that was.
Pretty bad.
It was trash. And I loved that movie as a kid. And I'm not even talking about like the special effects. Like the fact that they even pulled that off back in the day was dope. But Jean-Claude Van Damme was ass. Like I was not. He didn't. Neither one of those roles fit him, like whatsoever. I did not believe him as the tough dude, Alex, and I didn't the little soft
kind of soft,
twin. Yeah, I didn't feel him as that one either. Like it just didn't. It didn't make sense to me, and it's like. But when I see this, yes, Michael Keaton in Multiplicity is a much better example. But admittedly, I haven't seen all of Multiplicity. I know the movie. I haven't seen it all. Haven't seen it all. I have not seen Multiplicity from start to finish. I've seen
Keaton's a beast.
Yes, I mean Keaton's a beast in everything, though, man.
I love that movie.
I haven't seen it. I need to sit down and watch all of that. Just like and this one I don't think I can get too much flack for unless you of the light skinned delegation or a female that happen to like it. But that's just like Dirty Dancing. I've never seen Dirty Dancing.
No, never seen
it. Well, apparently I am because Let the Wife Tell It is like one of the best movies ever made. I'm like,
yeah, I'm surprised she ain't drug you through that yet. She's not doing her job.
She's been trying, man, but I'm like,
I can't say it's bad. I just hate it because I wanted to play Nintendo and my mom would watch it every day, and I didn't get to play Nintendo. So.
Oh, I got you. See, no, for me it was just I was always like watching other movies. And not to say that they weren't like I didn't watch like movies like that because there's a movie way back in the day called Made to Order. People don't know probably nothing about that movie, but it's like Ali Sheedy's in it, and it's like some movie about this like spoiled rich chick that ends up having like her riches taken away by her fairy godmother so she can like learn what it's like to be an average person or whatever. I think that's one of the dopest little movies ever made, man. Like it's not like a great movie. But it's one of them, you throw it on TV and watch it and you get the feels a little bit. But Dirty Dancing, I just never got around to watching that movie is the point I'm making with that one. It's not a thing where I'm like even though I tell my wife I'm anti, I just never really watched it. I just never really had a chance to sit down and watch it. Yes, Roadhouse is on TV last night. I
just want to say you got that Roadhouse.
I know me and Roadhouse is like this. That's my movie. That is a classic.
Middle name, Roadhouse.
I'm saying, man, but that was on TV yesterday.
Yeah,
shout out to Roadhouse
watch it right now.
Yeah, what was it? I was watching. They had Independence Day on TV. I didn't realize how bad that movie was.
Did you? So tell me Now, I missed that part, and I know y'all probably did too. On Independence Day, when Will Smith is in the ship, and he walks up to that alien and slaps the shit.
when he gave us warning signs and we didn't know, we should have known from that. Like, what was you right?
That was
Totally
it.
missed that.
Oh.
I missed that part.
Oh man,
And he from
Pennsylvania. Hey, I'm just saying, man. Like, he gave us signs way back. We should have known something was wrong.
Yeah.
Now that I think
Trying to
about
tell
it,
you.
because he was really upset with that. He was really upset with that alien.
He was. The alien was like, yeah, okay.
He was coming to chill,
All right.
hang out, party and stuff.
Yes. Hey, that's just like in Men in Black. In Men in Black 3, when he had to let old boy know, he's like, and I'm damn sure ain't no Cochise. I'm like,
Right.
Hey, look, he had to let him know quick, boy. Now, maybe we just hadn't been paying attention to the signs, man. Who knows?
Yeah.
But no,
They're
Moon Knight,
always
man, to bring it back full circle, man. Like, I can't, it's crazy that we're going. So in the same week, we get the Moon Knight finale and we get Doctor Strange. That's, it's like, and then not too long after that, we start Obi-Wan, man. Like,
Forgot about
it's a great time, man. This is a great time to be a nerd, man.
Great time.
Most deaf. So that's probably gonna be the next poll. But I'm curious to know how many people are gonna want to check out Ms. Marvel when it comes out
Yeah,
on
man.
Disney Plus.
Seriously, because I don't.
Yeah?
I might
Heard y'all.
check it. I don't know about being interested enough to cover it, but I might check it.
Put it like this. I will not be every Marvel show so far. I've caught on release night at 2 a.m. Like, I'll stay up and watch that joint. I ain't staying up for Miss Marvel. I will catch Miss Marvel when I catch Miss Marvel. Because I don't. And I think it's just because Miss Marvel to me is the first Disney piece of content, like whether you're talking Star Wars or Marvel, where I was like, oh, this feels like Disney. This, like,
Yeah.
what
We're
we've seen
not
so
the
far, I'm like, oh,
main
this feels like Disney. Yeah, right, exactly. We are not the target demographic by far when it comes to Miss Marvel. It's just, it seems really, really juvenile based for me. And with that Disney flavor, I can't rock with it. Like, I just got High School Musical vibes and was like, no, I can't do it.
And,
But hey,
and
it might be
saying
dope.
that,
It might be
I'm
dope.
watching the hell out of it.
I knew you would.
Why are you looking forward to it, Cap?
Well, this is the thing, and I hate to bring this game up because we were so excited.
No,
about
you
it,
ain't.
but
I know what game you talk about too.
Go on and bring it up so
But
I can trash that.
Look, we ain't gonna talk about the game, but I'm talking about the game. I was never, ever like into Miss Marvel comic. I read a couple times. I was into the Champions because they had a young Scotty Summers, so that was by association. But the game Marvel's Avengers had a pretty cool storyline that made me get excited about.
You mean that
about
Avengers
comics.
game with that whack ass and Hulk that was able to do everything all over the place, but that couldn't pick up nothing off the ground? Like,
I mean, look, I can't defend it no more, so I don't know what you want me to say. me and Lava's not defending that game.
See what happens when I get a button, Lavis?
Because we already know that didn't pick up nothing
No, he didn't pick up
Nothing.
nothing.
at all.
And She-Hulk's gonna come in and do the same thing, like literally the same.
Mm-mm.
I don't want to hear about She-Hulk coming to that game.
New
We still got
Hey.
to we still got to stream after we get these capture cards because the main over here has got to be substitute teacher Cap.
Hashtag selective amnesia.
Yeah,
I
we
wouldn't
ain't
bring
forgot.
that up ever again.
You ain't forgot.
Unless you brought that up.
I got asked about it just the
I
other
am
day.
not-
but people have not forgotten.
Chaos. Don't be putting keep my
Yep.
name out your mouth.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my God.
Yes. God, it'll happen. It's gonna happen.
But why y'all gotta do me like that, man? Why y'all gotta do me like that? It was rigged. It was rigged. Oh man,
man.
look, Corey now he really trying to send it into overdrive. say, hey, you know what? Before we get out of here, man. Before we get out of here, I do gotta ask, because we got the perfect person to ask. Cap, you follow the NBA, right? You an NBA man?
Sacramento King fan.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. I need you to, maybe you can help shed some light on this for me, man. Maybe you can tell me from your perspective. What the hell going on with Ben Simmons, bro?
Ben Simmons. Look, at first, I was behind Ben. You know, I'm like, look, this man gone through some things. He don't want to shoot the rock. He's got a mental block. And in Philly, I know Philly very personal. That's a rough place to be.
Facts.
Them fans can be tough out there. They threw rocks at Santa Claus, you know?
Yes.
So I understood until he comes to Brooklyn and does the same exact thing. That man has not touched the court. He has not touched the court. And I want to root for him. I want to say, hey, Ben, I want you to come out here to Brooklyn and hold it down. You know? I want to see that. And I'm not a Brooklyn fan. I'm not a Ben Simmons fan. I'm just rooting for the kid.
Right.
Yeah. But then he come out here and he doesn't even play. Hurt now. You just had a year, 2 years of hurt. What did you do to hurt your back? I can't support Ben Simmons no more. I think it's much more than a mental thing. First off, he's scared to shoot. I don't think he's coming to Brooklyn and now he's going to shoot the ball wide open. Doesn't want to shoot. That's a thing. He has in his mind that he can't shoot in the NBA. I don't care what he does. He's done. He can play some D.
Hold on, I don't want to cut you off, but we didn't got big enough that we got bots.
That's what I was just saying.
We got bots.
Hey, got to do our first ban on the Mayne.
Look at that. We done made it. We had to ban a bot. I can't believe it. We done came up.
Sorry, best cams, but make sure that you like and subscribe.
There you go.
Anyway.
Indeed, they did. You know what? That was what was her name? Ashley from the Discord.
Oh yeah. Woo.
Oh man. We have to tell you about that one. We got to tell you about that one, Cap, off camera.
Yeah.
But no, like, so to your point though, Cap, because I'm not even gonna knock him for the Brooklyn situation in its entirety. Like, if you came over and you said, look, I ain't ready to rock. Okay. Here's my problem. All month long, you was like, game 4. I'm coming back game 4. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there.
He said for sure.
And then when they go down 3-0, you like, my back. I can't do it. I'm like, bro, you wrong for that, bro. Like, and my thing is, again, if he's going through some things mentally, look, I hope he gets help. I think he should focus on that. Damn what, the Stephen A. Smiths of the world are talking about. Go get your help. Do what you got to do. But my thing is, bruh, like, if you know you not there yet, don't gas people up into thinking you there then. Like, because you don't have to worry about, like, public perception is a thing, but until you step back on the court, people's opinion is going to be what it is regardless.
Right.
So you take time to get you right and then handle your biz. But the way that he went about it, man, like, if it was like, because I heard conflicting reports that whole game 4 thing was more the team pushing it out there and really trying to pressure him to come back. So that might be something, a different aspect to look at. But my thing is just like, it's so unfortunate to me when you think about, and I hate to be that dude, but when you think about like some of the sacrifices that like players before that dude made, like for people who actually fought and sacrificed in order for players to get the kind of salaries they get right now. And you have players like, and again, I'm not saying that Ben Simmons ain't going through something, but where you don't feel like basketball and the respect for their team and their employer, for that matter, is even there, considering the amount of money you making. Like, that's the thing. It's like, if you can't play, you can't play. Handle your business, but don't jerk your boss around like that and be like, yeah, I'm gonna be there on Sunday, boss, but Saturday night, damn, I'm my back, I can't. Like, unless, if you have something serious going on, then yes, absolutely. Like, if you're dealing with some issues, Ben, prayers to your family, man. I hope everything is cool, but like, don't be on the sideline looking like you dressed in a Bad Boy video from 96 though. Like, just be low key with it, man. Like, I don't know, man. That's just me. all in the video, dancing.
All in the video.
I don't know, man. But I say you put Ben in that same category with Pearl Miller. Pearl Miller, Percy Miller. I don't care what you call it. Just get it.
Amen.
I don't care what you call it. Just give it away from me. I want no part of it. Oh man.
Goodness.
What are people saying, though, man? What are the people saying?
You got the people all over the place.
Oh,
you got
I
nerd
see
executive
that.
talking about superheroes still. We got people angry about the Ben Simmons bull.
Yeah, man. I mean, you know what, Felicity, and I always forget that he's connected to them Kardashians, man. I always forget that. Look, I'm not here to talk down on anybody's name ever, but it's something to be said or at least asked when all of these people have all of these crazy situations and they all have that connection. Like that's
think about it.
Might give you something to think about. I'm just saying.
Oh man, Vito, I don't know about this whole.
I ain't touching that Johnny Depp situation with a 10-foot pole, bro. No, I'd rather do 30 more minutes of Ezra Miller talk. I ain't messing with that Johnny stuff.
Yeah, man. That's actually it was worth covering, I guess, at first, because even Heavy Spoilers covered it. But now that we're starting to get to Amber Heard's side of the story and hearing how what Amber Heard a rumor, and that's all it was. We ain't messing with that one.
Nah,
Nope. Because now we see it's just as real both sides. And all I'm gonna say about it is the best thing they could have done about it was shut the hell up and just deal with it behind closed doors like you're supposed to. But nope.
No, man. What are you talking about? We talking about red table talks and stuff around this part. Like, you know how this goes. It's Hollywood, baby.
I'll be talking about something.
Hell to no.
To the no.
Right. No, man.
Yeah.
We ain't about that life over here.
No, but what y'all say? Are we about that? It's about that time? Or?
I say we about that time, but before we go, I'm make a couple shout outs. Shout out to Jared Dyer, Mayne, behind the Maynes, helping the Maynes.
Yes.
And shout out to Felicity tonight.
Yes.
With all those nice tip puns. She was doing. She be doing good. It was hard. It was hard to say. Tip puns.
Tip puns.
I need a tip pun. I need some tip puns. Yeah, but definitely
Lord.
tonight. Definitely the night for that. We might have to make that the outro song.
That
It must be the Maynes because of their Joe face. I need a tip pun. I need some tip puns.
Oh yes, and a special shout out, by the way, to the homie Brian Stone. Big homie's got to do a little trip overseas, a little bit of getting stationed overseas for a little bit. Not supposed to be there very long, but even still, thoughts and prayers to the homie. Appreciate what you do for us on the daily, my guy. Salute. Hope you get back safe, man. And we will be here.
Hey, stay away from camel spiders.
Oh man, and stay away from Scotty Summers too.
Hey.
And Pearl Miller syrup. Don't do it. Don't do it. Not unless you got an Aunt Jemima bottle laying around and you could sanitize it. Like
Right.
you can recode
It
it.
don't matter. It don't matter if you sanitize it. You still ain't getting all that syrup out of it.
No, you're still not getting the syrup out, but you got as long as the essence of Aunt Jemima somewhere in there. In spirit. As long as there is some kind of inkling of her essence imbued, you okay. But if you ain't got the bottle, then you can't go full throttle. And if you ain't got the sauce, then that's your loss.
Son.
I should have put some money on myself because I have not slipped up, not once.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you very
Years
much.
of practice.
This
Years of practice.
almost a year to be
We're gonna
exact.
pull the video.
Almost.
Almost a year. Look, I don't know if y'all know this, Maynes, Lady Maynes, but the Main Authority is coming up on a birthday.
Facts.
We are almost a year in existence around this piece. Can you believe that? And it's been a hell of a ride, but I'm telling you, this is gonna be one of those rare instances where season 2 gonna kill season 1, man.
Mm-hmm.
We gonna kill you talking about Mercils? Oh, we got Mercils. We got TikToks.
Goddamn.
We got all kinds of goodness coming. Hell, you might mess around and see us on a produced video. Like, yeah, man. We spruced it up, man, because the lease is up on the ship. So we probably may have to get the ship back unless Elon gonna hook us up with another one of those credits. But if not, we gonna renovate, man. We gonna make some things happen. We gonna revamp the whole Patreon Discord system, make things a little bit more streamlined. But that's just the tip of the iceberg, man. That's like the teaser. I can't tell y'all much else. You're just gonna have to stick around and see what it do. Anything else to add, fellas?
No, I think it's time to go for Mike. Triggers me.
Oh no, Mike is triggering. Oh man. Oh, I see. Oh, Mike Jokey Porter. Is that what you're talking about?
Mike Jokey Joke got
you
jokey
got
jokes.
jokes. Oh, big.
Got jokes.
Yeah, I'm not sober enough to talk about that.
Yeah, I know. I need to.
Like I always
where'd I put
say.
it? Right? Where'd it go?
You ain't got to go
home.
But you got to get the hell
up
out of here.
Man.
For the homie, much love to Captain Pennsylvania for stopping through. For my
Appreciate
boy
you.
Lavis B, it is your boy Freddie Roy, and I will catch you along with the homies in the next episode. Hey, thank you. It's about time. Let's run it.
The Force will be with you, always.
Hey man, y'all sure y'all don't want to like burn one first, man?
Why did you say that name?
You hear about the cable?
What is thy bidding, my master?
Asgard. Forever, forever, ever. Forever, forever, ever.
This is the way. This is the way. Why did you say that name? This is the way.
Come on, man.
I am a god.
Hey man, y'all sure y'all don't want to like burn one first, man? Come on, man. On with you, man. On with you, man.
Asgard.
party.